Gomez and Company welcome former SU quarterback Eric Dungey thanks to Liverpool Pool and Spa on the flagship station of SU football, TK 99 and TK 105.
Good morning, Eric. How are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good. And we're just talking about the science of sleep. Some people that need different things and helps them fall asleep. Are you good? Generally a good sleeper, or are you like one of these guys that just can't turn it off?
No, I am definitely a white noise person. Have to have it pitch black, cold, and I wake up at the slightest sound. So, not a great sleeper. So I'm definitely one of the white noise people.
What noise kind of puts you in the right spot to actually doze off?
Just the muffled sound. I mean, whatever the white noise. I have the hatch, so I just turn that on at night, and then have it running all night. So I don't know if I could do the creepy box fan or whatever that was, but I definitely am a white noise person. Just a consistent sound there.
Well, Eric, let's talk football. Another night game on this past Saturday, and a road win, back-to-back road wins now for the Orange, and another impressive game for Kyle McCord. Your thoughts watching that game, Eric?
Yeah, I thought, again, it's really impressive to see what Kyle has done throughout the first 6 games this season. 300 plus yards every game, and he's just been so consistent. And it's really great to see. And not only that, but all the receivers that are stepping up and making big plays. Maury Hatcher had a great touchdown catch there. Jackson Meeks has really come up to the scene. But what I really liked was Trevor Pena. He started the game off pretty slow, had a couple of drops there, but Kyle McCord showed his trust in him, just kept going to him, and then I believe Trevor still had 8 receptions and put up some big numbers as well, and had some big plays there to keep him going. But Quinn Allen, he's just a tank. He just keeps going. He's a hard runner, and can really change the game for you there. And not only running the ball, but also receiving out of the backfield. Obviously, we've seen how great his hands are, and he can really change the game for them. Syracuse just looked very solid. The end of the game there got a little scary. Wish we could have just not had the Cuse come back, but end of the day, they got the win 24-17 and finished out. And now they're heading into a big game at Pitt, 6-0 here against 5-1, and this will be the biggest test, I think, so far this season.
And going back to LaQuinn Allen, and he is a tank, and you wouldn't think it. Physically, he's not like the size of the kind of guy that is able to run over guys and do what he does. But for him, it's desire and attitude and his athletic ability. But he's just so impressive and fun to watch when he gets down near the goal line.
Oh, he is fun to watch. Kid's got a lot of heart and just a strong runner. Like I said, I played with his cousin in the XFL for the DC Defenders, or Quell Armstead, and he's the same guy. It's just the mindset that family has. Just hard runners, and will not be denied, and very tough kids. So you just got to respect the way he goes. And his form of leadership is just, watch what I do and follow in my footsteps. And I think the whole offense really just rallies around that, whereas opposed to Kyle's just that consistent beat of the drum where you're just keeping going. This team is just fun to watch. I think from top to bottom, they've really just grown week in and week out, and they continue to get better. And I just love Coach Brown and everything that he stands for right now. Just especially, the way he talks in the post-game interview, even about the fans. I think he said that some players might have been turning around talking to the fans, and he mentioned, hey, their job is to make ours difficult. It's not difficult to hear. That's what makes college football fun. Focus on the task at hand. Job's not finished. I think he was saying, and some of the players turned around. They're talking to the fans. And the next thing you know, NC State rips off a big touchdown run, and they close in on the game. So it's just making sure that these guys are staying consistent and they're staying focused. And Coach Brown's been doing a great job to make sure that he's righting the ship.
And great to see Justin Barron with the game that he had with the interception and the fumble recovery. And the defense just in general stepped up and sealed the deal. Yeah,
the guys made the big plays when they needed to. It wasn't always pretty, but you know what? Going in on the road, especially at NC State, especially at a nighttime ACC game, to walk out of there with a win, that is a huge step. And these guys are just finding a way to win week in and week out. It's been great. It's like I said, it's not always pretty. Sometimes this team looks great, A lot of the times, like, oh, what's going on? But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is when that clock hits 0, what is the final score there? And Syracuse has been able to come out on top so far, except for that one game here at Stanford, which, again, was very, very close. Just 1 or 2 plays here or there, and it could have changed the outcome of the game. It would be 6-0 going into Pitt. But I think Syracuse goes in, they go to Pittsburgh, and they get a win this week. They'll find themselves in the top 25.
Nice. I really appreciate the discipline that Fran has been able to just sort of, bring to the program. He's like, look, bed checks and there's discipline. And when I heard him say bed checks, I'm like, oh yeah, now you're talking. I mean, discipline is really important if you want to be successful at things. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's just the foundation that you're continuing to build. It's as small as bed checks or even just the guys wearing suits to the game. I really respect it. And you start to build those small foundations. And then over time, it's the culture that you instill into this program. So now, I mean, it's the first year. He's able to look what he's been able to do in the first year. So you continue to build that, and then you get these new recruits in, you get these more senior guys, and they fall in line. And that's how you build culture. That's how you build a winning program. And, Coach Brown, I think people knocked him for, he doesn't have a lot of head coach experience. But you know what? All you need is, a good leader, and that people will follow. And he's got the energy, and he's got the right mind. And you know what? He's just, he's blunt and he's honest. He is who he is, and he's going to say it how it is. And I just really respect that. And I think players respect that as well, and he relates to them. So it's a new wave, it's a new age, and it's a new place for Cuse football. So I think recruits are going to start to see this around the country, and they're going to be like, all right, I want to play for that guy. And not only that guy, but I want to play for that city because it's a fun city to play for. And also they're going to continue to win. But you need that team, and Kyle McCord, Rondé Gatson, Trevor Pena, Justin Barron, these guys that have stuck around and the guys that have come over to help build that. You just got to tip your cap to them because it's great for not only all the fans and all the players, but it's great for the alumni who, such as myself, that just want to see Syracuse be successful. You put your heart and soul into it. And obviously had a few down years there, but it's great to see them back at the place they should be.
Obviously, SU is where the heart is for Eric, but are you an Oregon fan being out in that neck of the woods as the Oregon Ducks had a nice win against Ohio State?
You know what? You would think so, but honestly, I'm not the biggest Oregon fan. Wasn't the biggest Oregon State fan either. For me, it was personal. I was right up the road, and they never really gave me a look. They took some 5-star shot out of Texas. Oregon did, and Oregon State, they didn't even really give me the time of day. The coach was on the way out, so for me, it was personal. I could have. But you know what? It is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. I was able to go to the East Coast, met a lot of great people, met a lot of great things, and it's the way life works. I wouldn't change it for a bit. I think a lot of kids from my hometown, they end up going to Oregon State, and it's just this repetitive process. Granted, I'm back in Oregon right now, but I think I wouldn't be in the position I am today if I hadn't gone to Syracuse.
Well said, my friend. Good for you. You know what? Screw Oregon.
Yeah.
Eric, hey, thanks. I believe, obviously it's a bye week and the Orange not in action until a week from Thursday, but we can chat Friday again and just break down some of the other big college games for the weekend. If you'd like, I got to check the schedule here, but if you want to sleep in, I get it.
There's no sleep for the week. I'm always going to be up and ready. Love talking with you guys.
All right, Eric, thanks. We'll talk to you then on Friday.
All right, sounds good.